with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman,
Norm Van Brocklin,
right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits. We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Rich. That is caught. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Rich. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Rich toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his kick is indeed good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rich. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Hood. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point forthcoming.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Lovell. To the sideline and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only they're completing a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Good footwork at the 30. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Lovell. And he will find his man on the outside. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. 17-0 our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lovell. He finds his man complete. It's Burns. The end result, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lovell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Off play action. Lovell. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. Lovell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he shortened the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on.
There he goes, right side. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Rich over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On on first down. Rich. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Wizards are able to add on to their first half lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Second and 10.
4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lovell throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
To throw on third down. Lovell. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Rich. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Rich.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Wizards have opened the lead up to 30. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Packers nothing.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lovell. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crowley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
There's a nice move. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Rich throwing the out route incomplete. That's Leonard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10. Rich over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down. Rich to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Wizards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio, where you see the final score there. The Thunderbirds are going to need to put together one heck of a run in the second half, but the win does move them to 3-6 on the year. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Eagles finish off an up and down first half on an up note as they even their mark at 4-4 with a victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The highlights from the first half.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
In right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
32-yard line. On gain of 13 yards. First down, Packers.
Back to throw. Lovell. trouble, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and
pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Throw left side complete. That's Leonard. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Leonard. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Lucas. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating from the gun, Rich.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
29 yards. And the Packer first down.
On first down, Lovell. Incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Lovell. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Looking to throw. Lovell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Lovell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
4-yard line. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they go. Crowley. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Off the play fake. Rich. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Rich. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throw left side complete. That's Leonard. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Wizards have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
45, Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Boy, shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
14-yard line. Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down now. Crowley.
But he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action. Mueller. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll try the left side. It's Lucas. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Lovell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Lovell. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lucas. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The offense on 3rd down tonight. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st down, Crowley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Moeller. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Lovell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Burns. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Packers.
Back to throw. Lovell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. And the Packer 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
85. A gain of 12. 1st down, Green Bay.
On 1st down, Lovell. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw again, Lovell. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a...
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,